Hey everyone, I'm Josh.
And I'm T.
And they're the dogs.
And today on Ruby the Rubicon, we're going to go find some snow to play in. So we are currently travelling to Mount Bindo, which is in the Hampton State Forest, with an elevation of 1,350 metres. Meters?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is the highest point between Sydney and Bathurst, almost as high as Mount Canobolas and Orange. We're hoping to find some snow there today, as it was predicted to snow as low as 900 metres. And we thought today we'd actually bring our puppies along too. This is Wolfie. 80 is in the checkered, having a lie down. And Pippi, oh, hey fat dog. And I'm not sure where Pippi is. She's in there somewhere. Yeah, there she is. There she was. So yeah. Wolfie, no, not in the front. Thank you. Go back. Back there. Thank you. We're very excited. Yes. The first time in the snow. So hopefully we find some.
Well, we're now a couple of minutes out of Oberon, heading towards the Hampton State Forest, and we have snow.
-1 degrees outside.
Yeah, the temp sensor in Ruby says that it is -1, and we're looking out to the right and we're looking out to the left, and there is snow on the sides of the road. There is snow on the mountains. I have no doubt that when we get to Mount Bindo, there should be a fair bit. We still have nearly 200 metres in elevation to go until we get to Mount Bindo. And it has actually started snowing outside. We're driving through light snow, so this is going to be good.
We peeled off the highway, and as we got closer to the forest, it became evident that there wasn't as much snow on the ground as we had expected. So we took this opportunity to do a little bit of four-wheel driving, drive through some mud puddles, get the tyres dirty, and then as we got closer to the peak of Mount Bindo, there was a little bit more snow on the side of the roads, not as much as we'd expected. So we took an opportunity to take the back way up Mount Bindo to see what was up top.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Click the bell so you don't miss out on any other uploads.
When we got to the top of Mount Bindo, it was actually quite disappointing. Most of the snow, or anything that had settled, had pretty much melted off of the mountain, so it was time to check something else out.
Well, we got up to the top of Mount Bindo and we found some snow, but not a lot. We're probably here just a little bit too late in the day, but we got to see some, and that was kind of cool.
Puppy's got to play in a little bit.
There was some snow on the side of the road on the way up or across, So we're going to backtrack and we're going to see if that's still there. We might dive into the forest on the south side of Hampton Road and see what we can find. There definitely seems to be a lot more snow to the south. We've got a fairly strong northerly wind at the moment, so we're going to head to the south and
see it out here.
see what we can find. Yeah, we're on the backside of Mount Bindo now, and there's a lot more snow on the ground in the shelter in amongst the trees. So we'll see what else we can find. Stay tuned.
Not one to miss an opportunity, I decided to take T down a track I'd previously done in the dry, and this is a really good example of how the conditions can be the difference between a track that's easy and a track that's difficult, or at least quite slippery. It's pretty hard to describe just how of a weird sensation it is when you go down a track like this, and the video makes it look like we're traveling a lot faster than we actually were. But when the vehicle starts slipping sideways, it really is unnerving when you have the steering wheel pointed in a particular direction and the back end starts slipping on the slope. And I should point out, this wasn't a very steep slope. This was quite tricky to navigate, and I did have to stop a couple of times when we were navigating through this just to sort of catch my breath and take my time nice and slow, just to make sure that, you know, we got through this particular obstacle safely. Popping out of the forest and eventually back on the blacktop, we tracked south towards the little township of Edith, and as we were rolling through town, we were slowly seeing more and more snow. Once we got out the other side of town, however, we saw a lot more snow. We pulled off on some fire trails and had a look through a forest. When we finally found our spot, we had to traverse a little mud puddle, went up, turned around, pulled over, and this is what we found.
Well, we found a spot, and what a spot it is.
It's too many sticks to pick from, Dad.
time to hit the trail again. We found a little river crossing, so we stopped to get some photos and went off to go find some more snow. We found this nice little spot, so I decided to pull up, grab some photos and have a quick play with the dogs. The dogs had had enough, and one of them decided that they really wanted to go home. The other one wanted to continue exploring, but eventually did come back to the car, and we headed on our way.
And that's that. Mount Bindo wasn't quite how I was expecting it to be. There was a lot of wind up top. There was a little bit of snow, but not as much as we were hoping for. So we doubled back towards Oberon and then went down towards Jenolan Caves and had a bit of a poke around the forest. Found some really nice snow. Got a bit of four-wheel driving in, had a bit of fun. All in all, a good day. The dogs got to run around in the snow. We got to take lots of cool photos. We saw some wildlife. Yeah. So thanks everyone for coming along on this little journey with us. Do appreciate it. Please don't forget, if you're enjoying our content, like, subscribe, share our videos. We're currently targeting 500 subscribers, and when we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to do some cool things like pre-release of videos for memberships and that kind of thing. So please do hit that subscribe, like, and share the videos. Make sure you turn on notifications for future updates. I'm Josh.
I'm T. And the
And
puppies.
they're the dogs. This has been Ruby the Rubicon. Thanks for watching.
Hooroo.
Cheers.